发亮你死，发亮你死，快去！Yellow， 快去！Yellow， 快去！ Yellow， 快去！ 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 Yellow， 快去！ 快去！ 年轻，快去！ Yellow， 快去！ Yellow， 快去！ 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 发亮你死，发亮你死！
Hey, yo, good luck, blood.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start here is Tua. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Let's go now. 22 needle.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Freeze.
It's second and inches at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Tua. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Dolphins at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, check Mega.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage, as he did just there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua over the middle, complete. It's Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up third and 1.
Fight, 97. Hey,
In motion, Hill. They'll run it here with Bowden. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
and cycle.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll dump this one off to Bowden, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Tua now on first down. The Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man. It's the tight end Long. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. And he'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quick, yellow.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Tua sets up to pass it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Here we go.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On play action, here's Tua. And this is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Let's go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Watch out, man. 50 Fury. Hey.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And oh, it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. The big fella. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Mahomes now on first down. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A Again, it's Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Bowden. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Looking to pass. Tua. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Mahomes. This is caught.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 11.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Harrison Butker to kick off 4 Kansas City.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Tua.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
35. Dolphins 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good gain on first. Has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. Now it's Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tua. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Tua going to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no chance to get away as they'll... Down at about the 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion, Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards that time. Back to throw again.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown!
Lynn Bowden, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route and worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was a...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. Yeah. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll run it here with Bowden. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Kansas City, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And another road date awaits them next week, as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5.